When a tenant starts accusing the inspector of perjury, the judge has officially had enough.
County wants to know if they missed exception now with the exception.
Maybe see. Court does call the case of Oak Tree Residential versus Brittany Hill.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff.
Hello, your name?
Brittany Hill.
Big hand.
Sorry.
All right. Where are we on this case now?
We didn't receive any payments.
I have $1,000 on me today. I just didn't have time to take it to him before court.
Okay, well, you're supposed to pay it by the 12th I have here. But you're not disputing the amount that's owed. Has your state emergency relief application?
Oh, I tried contacting Hawk and I didn't hear back from him. So I just did the DHS yesterday, I think it was, and I haven't heard back from them either.
You just did it yesterday?
Because I was trying to go through Hawk.
Well, I have my file marked in SER. Did you fill out? So you didn't file the paperwork?
No, because I didn't know what to fill out if I didn't hear back from the Hawk program.
Right, but okay. And you just haven't heard from Hawk? Well, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find no tribal issue after hearing. I'm going to grant a judgment for possession. Is it 4073?
Yes.
Total amount, including costs, $4,073.
I just need a little bit more time because I have 2 checks coming next week as well. And then a family member possibly helping me out.
All right.
I contacted them to see exactly the total that I owed because I didn't hear it quite on court last Friday. And I didn't.
$4,073.
Okay.
It's actually 4073.40.
40 cents.
Okay.
All right. And so I'll issue a judgment finding no tribal issue for that amount. Ma'am, what I will do is I'll give you a couple of days additional to pay that writ issue the 26th. 2025. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that it for you, Mr. Wood?
Oh, for today, I'll be asking next week.
Yeah, I bet you will. It's getting cold. All right.
Gets up, right.
Yes, sir.
This courtroom turns chaotic the moment the tenant claims the landlord's inspector committed perjury. The landlord says there's no active mice problem, just conditions that could attract rodents. But the tenant fires back, insisting he saw fresh droppings under the stove and in the corners. He even threatens prison time for the inspector. The judge pauses, leans forward, and finally snaps, "You have at it."
Court calls the case of Arbor Woods versus Maria Gibson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sydney Fontanello, P8 6316 for the plaintiff.
It's a writ here. Your name, ma'am?
All right.
All right, and you filed a motion to stay the writ in this
I
case?
believe it was a motion to set aside a default judgment.
It might have been, yeah, it was. All right, and what's your basis for setting that aside, ma'am, or your request to set it aside?
Sorry.
What's the reason why you want this set aside?
Oh, I just need like 2 more weeks to pay it.
I'm sorry?
I need 2 more weeks to pay the remaining balance.
Okay, well, the 1,500, the additional, I say it's $1,800 because you have 1,500 in escrow.
Right, I paid 1,500 last Friday.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do.
Your Honor, I
Have
show
you
that
filed,
the,
have you? Go ahead.
sorry. I show that her balance would be 2492.52. And then if we take into account the $1,500 that I believe you said is in escrow, I think that puts us at $992.52 left. That is what is
Ah.
currently due, including November. The judgment was taken, I believe, back in October, though, so obviously the judgment did not include November rental charges.
November rent, right? So it's about 9. So you're gonna have that when, ma'am?
In 2 weeks.
So by the 28th?
Yes.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna deny your motion. The $1,500 is released to the plaintiff. We don't have a writ filed yet. Writ was filed and signed. Okay, so writ may not be executed until the 20. You get paid on Fridays?
Yeah, well, it come on Wednesdays. It come 2 days early.
So you're gonna have a check on the 26th.
Yes.
Okay, writ may not be executed until, I won't do Thanksgiving, the 28th. You need to get that paid to them by the 26th,
Okay.
and then you should be all caught up.
Your
Thank
Honor, is escrow released to plaintiff?
Pardon?
Is escrow released to plaintiff?
Yes, I said that.
Okay,
The
sorry.
escrow is released to the plaintiff.
Okay, thank you so much.
I said it, yes, I wrote it. Escrow released to plaintiff.
So what do that mean?
That means the 1,500 is going to your landlord.
Okay.
That's where the 900 and something comes from. So where your balance is at this point, the 1,500 will be paid to the landlord. You got 900 something that you got to get paid.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Arbor Woods versus Calvin Jones and Josephine Watson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. What is your name?
Josephine Watson.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Well, we're surprised you're here.
You're
They say,
surprised?
yeah, because they say we owe $800 and some. We have never been late. We've lived out there for 13 years.
Right.
I have all the
recall-
letters.
No, hold on.
Oh,
I recall the last time you were here because there was a late fee on a money order.
yes,
Or an NSF fee, right?
yes,
On a money order. And Ms.
yes.
Fontanella, we had, I think Ms. Matson may have been here last time.
Yeah, that's correct. She was here last week, Your Honor.
And not this case, but we referenced that there was another case where somehow or another, somebody had paid by money order. It was marked as NSF, wasn't applied to their account, plus then they were charged for the NSF. And we had to unravel that case, and ultimately it was figured out that I think the money was actually taken in somehow or another. I'm not sure that that's what happened here. I'm just saying
Right.
that if it's a money order, I don't know how it's NSF.
Well,
Which is
we
the
all,
first clue. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
And so Miss Matson, because she was familiar with that other case, was going to check with the landlord on this one because I think it was when somebody else, not the current people, were doing some of their accounting.
Yes.
Your Honor, I
Yes.
am looking at, hold on, let me make sure this is the correct ledger because this is for Calvin Jones and Josephine Watson.
Yes.
I am seeing that that they had a credit at the end of March. And then they've kind of had an ongoing balance ever since then.
In March.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they ever got down to a zero balance. I would have to go through this entire ledger, but what I'm going to guess happened is that they make payments every single month, but I don't know that their payments that they're making have covered rent, including the water sewer charges, fully each month. And so I'm wondering if this balance kind of snowballed because they weren't fully paying off the balance each month.
Ma'am, you're nodding.
Yes, because I have all of my money orders for the last 3 years where we have paid exactly what the water bill says and exactly what our rent is, $6.94. Also, there was a couple of charges on here where we were 72 cents short and they charged us $55 late fee on the 72 cents. I got it right here in front of my face. So these charges are not because we're being late on our rent.
Okay, hold on. I got you. Do you see an NSF?
No, I don't show an NSF on their ledger, and their ledger goes back all the way to 2023 that I have, and I don't see any NSF fees and or anything like that on this case. I think it is very much probably what happened is they didn't fully pay everything, and so obviously that's
Okay, but so how much what does your bottom line ledger show?
so what
Because
I
I
show.
had 1868 last night.
Yeah, I still show that 868.44 is what's due right now, Your Honor. $868.
868.
Yep,
Okay.
and 44 cents. That's what I show is due. And that does include court costs of $242, Your Honor.
Okay. So you're saying that they paid but didn't pay their full amount each month.
That's what I'm guessing has happened. I haven't had the time to comb through this full ledger, Your Honor. So I don't want to fully rely on that, but from what I'm seeing, that's what I'm guessing has happened because they did have a credit at the end of March of this year. And then they've kind of just had an ongoing balance ever since then.
Has it, and I realize you haven't been able, but does it look like each month the balance is going up or is it sort of fluctuating because they may not use that much water that month, but they're paying the same? Is
So
that?
it looks like for a few months the water and sewer were very consistent, and then it looks like it just went up like honestly very minimally in August. Like in July their sewer was 1758. In August their sewer was 23.76. Their water in July was 34.17, and then in August it was 43.02. So
Got it. Okay.
it looks like it obviously fluctuates every month based on usage, right?
Right.
But it's not going up to indicate that there's any issues with anything. If that
Right.
makes sense.
Okay. Man, what did you want to say before I do what I'm going to do?
Well, why are they charging us late payment fees when
Right.
we're paying on time?
Well, and here may be the problem. They're charging the late fees when your balance isn't zero,
Okay, but,
right? So, well, hold on.
okay, I
All
understand.
right. No, it's okay. So if, let's say you owe $25, for whatever reason, you just were short $25 one month, right? The next month you pay your rent, plus you pay your sewer charges. So you pay all of that, but you didn't pay the 25, you're gonna get that late fee.
Okay.
Okay. And something tells me, just based on what Ms. Fontanella said, that you're paying each month. But what's happened is, and I'm just guessing, I don't have it in front of me, but you started out with credit, at some point you got behind, but you're still paying what you think is due that month, right?
Yes,
But the problem that's happening is at the whatever point you fell behind, that never got caught up. So then another late fee tacked on, another late fee tacked on. And then ultimately, here we are in November. And the amount has exploded to whatever.
So,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, but why would we communicate it with, before it got too far? Because
right.
we
Nobody
would've- we
told
would've
us
took care of it.
anything.
Okay.
The first time we knew anything was when this was in the mail.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
says 391.50.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give them a chance because obviously there isn't an NSF on there. It's something else that has led this to go forward. I'm going to adjourn it out a week. Let them take a look at that. And, if I have to make the decision as to whether or not a late fee is appropriate at some point, then it'll come down to that. Maybe the parties can negotiate something.
Because there's, I do understand, I thank you for that. But there's times where nobody is working in the office. We haven't had a manager in a long time. And we never know if something is late, it would be common courtesy, you would think. They would send us a paper like they do anything else so that we can pay it. You know what I'm saying? So,
We ain't got no problem.
yeah, we ain't got no problem with paying it.
Folks, I hear you. All right. The problem for me being able to deal with it, we thought it was something else. It's
Yeah.
not that. But I hear what you're saying in that. And that's how I think things started just sort of escalating. And the problem is, you're right. You don't know. And then all of a sudden you get this and whatever. And so.
Your Honor,
Kinja.
could I get their email address and I could send over the ledger that I have, just so then next week we're all starting from the same place. We all can kind of talk about it. I don't know if they want to give Anne their contact information and she can pass it along to me just so it's not.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll have them give an email address to my coordinator to send to them, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, and
then
also
they're
let her
gonna send
know,
over a current ledger. Go ahead.
okay, let her know that Kinja gave me all of our ledger.
Okay, so
Kinja and
Kenya
I,
did.
yeah, we went through for 3 weeks, we worked together on what was going on with this here. We worked together in the office for this.
Okay,
And
so
when-
let's do this though. Get the email. Let me get that to them. And what Ms. Fontanelle is really indicating is next week when we come back, I want everybody on the same ledger
Thank you.
so that we can kind of, if we have to walk through it, we'll walk through it.
Yeah.
Okay, and
I think
if you could, Ms. Fontanelle, if you could make sure one gets to Ann so that I have a copy also.
Yes, yeah, yep. I'll send you guys a copy and then I'll also send the defendants a copy. And then hopefully we can all be on the same page starting next week.
Yes. And then we can figure out a way of trying to work this through.
All right, thank you, I
Okay.
appreciate it. That's Granny.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome,
Donna.
Ms.
Have a
Watson.
good.
That's gonna be the 21st, 2005 at 12 noon. You're not gonna come yelling at me
Well,
again. I don't.
I
No, she was yelling at
I-
She yelled at me the first time. Hold on. She yelled at me the first time. Invited her here. She walked in. He's real quiet. He just kind of looks at me and says, "Looks like, oh yeah, you gotta take it." But go ahead, sir. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, last court date, I missed the whole day of work.
You don't
So,
get paid.
So here's what we
I
can
work
do.
from 7 to 3:30.
Gotcha. Here's what we can do. I've got it. This is a noon. So can you get down here without?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So if you go to work, okay, you've been here and we'll do that. And do you have a way, let me ask this, if we come to an agreement, do you have a way of getting in contact with him?
Yeah, I pick him up
in,
from work. I take him to work and pick him up every day, so.
Right, but I mean, let's say we're in the
We
middle
were
of
to
the
get-
hearing, we're gonna come to an agreement, you wanna check with him on that.
Yes, I can call him.
You can call him,
Yeah, I don't know if he'll
but
hear.
you're gonna call him to let him know what.
It's a lot of noise in the building, but
Okay,
I can
but
try.
what I just want to make sure is, I want him to be able to go to work, but I also want, he's been part of the process, and I just want him to know exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll figure it out, but go to work.
Okay, can I just ask you one more thing? We got
Can I
this in the
stop you?
mail a couple days ago.
No, go ahead. What?
It's another paper we got in the mail from the office. It states here that we have not paid our rent for this month. Here's the money order, here's the
Hang on,
water
hang
bill,
on.
everything is
Hold
paid,
on.
and they're doing the same thing.
I'm hearing, can I see that? I hear your frustration. I'm
sorry, I'm too old for this.
no, you're not. Okay, and there. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here's what's gonna happen. That doesn't, okay. I hear what you're, okay. This isn't saying that you didn't pay your November. Okay, what you'll get, that demand for possession, and if you notice the number that's on it, it's the same number that they're claiming right now.
The 868.44?
Yes.
Yes.
So if anytime you have a back balance, and I don't know if it's been happening in the past or not, landlords operate differently.
First time.
But anytime that your account's behind, you get a demand to pay it. That sometimes where you were talking about, like somebody should have contacted us because pay every month, we do, that kind of thing.
Right.
So what I'm a bit surprised at is you haven't received that before.
I know, we just got it a couple of days ago.
Right, but that you haven't if your account was behind each month,
I see.
even if they didn't call you, you would get that demand.
Right.
So you would then know and be able to say, well, what you're basically saying now.
Right.
So I will say I'm a little bit, and I don't know the answer. I'm a little bit surprised by that you didn't get that kind of notification. But obviously you got it for this.
Yeah.
But you're already here in court.
Right.
So I can't answer how people do what they do.
I'm just hoping that the late charges don't keep going while we doing the procedure.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say that. That's why I want to look at the ledger. Because how do I want to say it? You kind of know how I am. And if you had a balance of 72 cents, you got charged a $50 plus late charge. It could be technically right, but that's probably going to be a problem for me. Right? Okay.
My ledgers, it's the
So-
same ones they're gonna give you.
Well, maybe.
You can have them.
Well, it's okay. Let me get that. What I want is for everybody to have the same one
Right, okay.
that we're looking. Okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So, Mr. Jones, you're going to go to work.
Yes.
All right. Miss Watson's going to show up
I'll be
this
here.
time. And you're going to yell at me?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm just asking.
Never.
I shouldn't say you yelled at me.
He'll tell you I
You
don't
were
yell.
going to get what?
He'll tell you I don't yell. Look,
But
I'm winking.
Is that right, Mr. Jones?
I ain't gonna come in.
All right. Watch Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones just took the step. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You guys.
So next
take care.
Friday?
All right.
You said noon next Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right.
Have a
Take
good
care. You guys
weekend.
have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Arbor Woods versus Brandon Wilson. And Kimberly Slate.
Hi.
Hello, Miss Slate.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, doing good. Okay, did you get the 1,800 paid?
Yes, we paid it this morning at 11:30.
Okay, so how much is owing on her account?
Your Honor, I did confirm with my client they received the $1,800 today. So after applying that payment, there is $1,430.43 in rent, court costs of $242, for a total of $1,672.43. I did speak with Miss Slayton earlier, right before court. She said that she can have this paid in full by the 28th, Your Honor.
By the 20th,
28th.
28th. Okay.
Yes. I'm fine to do a judgment with an extended writ date to the 28th, Your Honor.
All right. You got that, Miss Slayton?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find no tribal issue.
Thank you.
Give the plaintiff a judgment for possession for the 1672.43. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
1617.43. A writ cannot issue until actually December 1st, because I can't issue it on a day the court is closed. All right. All right.
Thank you.
Ms. Slayton, thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much. You guys too. Thank you.